Hi Capricorn, welcome to your When the X Returns reading 14. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. And I will add that when I get to the bottom of the deck energy, that's going to be your energy, because this reading assumes that your ex has already announced their presence. It's not that you're wondering if they will or not, they're here. And this reading is about them and intention and all that. This is about how you feel about their return. Okay. Or what's going on in your mind about their return. All right, so this is for Capricorn. Queen of Wands. Okay, so maybe you're feeling pretty optimistic about this. Maybe this person is a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries. Could be man or woman, just with that energy, very dynamic, vivacious, the great facilitator, the great host. Can do all things with zest and verve, and just seems like they can do it all. Endless energy, passion, motivation, drive, all of that. Very ambitious and very welcoming and warm. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Interesting. Justice. Okay, that in a minute. Two of Wands. Are you going to be able to see all this here? Okay. That's going to bug me. Sorry. All right. Two of Wands, Strength, Justice. Two of Cups, Emperor. Okay. And we'll clarify with these where it makes sense to do so. All right. So the reason for their return, what's currently on their mind, out of the way here. Okay. What is on their mind is they're probably looking for an apology, or they want to say they're sorry. This Emperor about. Sir about, please. Okay, so, all right. So the reason they came back, got in touch with you again, is they're looking for an apology, or they're looking to make things right. Let's see what this Two of Wands is about. I think they're putting the feelers out there, honestly. I think they're putting the feelers out there because they've had time, I think they're putting the feelers out there because they've had time to think about it. Double fours here. Let me see what that is. And 2 fours is insomnia. So they've definitely had time to think about it. They've been thinking about it. It's been on their mind. This could be a breakup from a while ago. Time is kind of fluid here. But they're wanting to see if you're still open, because they did view you as a soulmate. Maybe you even parted as friends, but they do view you as somebody that they had a great connection with. We've got stability and love here. So they're wanting to see if you're still open, because they have it for you. They have the love and they have the desire for things to be stable and secure. And they do think that things ended with you. Well, when things ended, they still viewed you as either the one that got away, the soulmate, it shouldn't have ended, but it did type of thing. Yeah. It ended because somebody did something stupid. Okay. Somebody did something, maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe somebody's like, okay, I gotta, get something out of my system first and then we can be together. But they're coming back now. Instead of it being this right here, this Justice reversed with the Knight of Swords, they're now ready to make it right. They did something stupid. They were selfish. It was all about them. They were careless and reckless, even though they were in love with you. But now they're coming back to basically make it right. But they're unsure if you will be open to the idea or not. Hence the kind of approach of, oh, hi, how are you? Just kind of keeping it really like that low energy, no big deal. Just how are you doing? Just want to see how you're doing. And they might be dating. So as far as are they in a relationship, I think that's why there's this right here, kind of wanting to feel you out, because they're not serious about anybody, but they are dating, most likely. Then we have, all right. This is what worries me. Okay, this could be Libra, but it also suggests what I said earlier, wanting to make things right. This is about them still maintaining control. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Somebody being in control of their own, course of action or their future, whatnot. But what bothers me is it's clarified by the Devil and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So this would suggest that all of this is great until you get to here clarified by the Devil. If it wasn't clarified, This would just be like they plan to be in control this time. They plan to take control. They plan to make it work. They know what makes them tick. They know themselves, and they know how to manage their issues. This is somebody that can be trusted and somebody that is in control. All right. Then when you clarify it with the devil, okay, we've got toxicity. We've got being trapped, bondage, a toxic or unhealthy situation, worry. So this could also be somebody that plans to manage their unhealthy issues, okay? This could be somebody that in managing their unhealthy issues, it's always going to be a struggle for them. It's always going to be a struggle to find balance. There's that. So that's one scenario, and there's a lot of could be's here because, this is general, so it's hard to zero in. But this speaks to somebody that might have unhealthy control issues. Just saying. There's a couple of scenarios there. Whichever applies to you, you're going to obviously know better than I will, but consider the control issue with this person when they come back. All this over here is great. They've had time to think. They're just disappointed. They've been reflecting, putting the feelers out to kind of see. They did something stupid. They love you. However, this would suggest that this person, while they know their issues, they're still having trouble getting a handle on it because they were in love with you and they did something stupid. Okay, they're coming back to make it right, but the fact that this approach is a 2, like they're like, oh, hey, how are you? Just want to see how things are going, or just kind of keeping the lines of communication open when they're dating. It feels like, and you might be optimistic about it, but be careful, okay? And this very well could be in Aries because this is you thinking about the situation, and maybe you're hopeful and optimistic. You could also be thinking about this person, which is a fire sign, which is what the Emperor is in Aries. But just be careful. Because while they love you and there's a love there, and they want the stability with you, this largely is about them and what you can do for them, and how you can make them feel. Okay, they might love you, but it might be because of what you're doing for them, or the person because this right here would suggest that somebody has issues with control and managing their unhealthy habits, or that they are very controlling in a relationship and it's hard for them to find balance. So they literally kind of just like envelop and consume a relationship, and they end up just being really unbalanced and being very scattered, reckless energy that oftentimes goes rogue, that does things outside of a committed or partnered relationship, and that they don't think of the couples, they're only thinking of themselves. Okay, so just be careful, just consider, just saying. All right, spidey senses tingling. I'm just saying this might look great because we got this, we got this, but when it's clarified, it's like, oh, you need to vet it a little more. What am I doing? I grabbed the wrong deck. You need to vet it a little more. All right, let's get some oracle cards for you here. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know? I mean, I don't want to squash the enthusiasm, but I do want you to vet the situation here. I just realized too that this is Capricorn. So this is somebody, maybe, just can't shake it. They want to be in control of their Capricorn, and it's going to be an imbalanced thing. It's going to be, maybe they're planning on being in control for their Capricorn, and it's going to be really hard for them to manage their issues. Maybe you're heavily on their mind and they don't know what to do about it. They don't know what choice to make. That could be because they're still dating someone and they want to see if you're open to it. I still stand by the whole selfish energy though, because if they wanted you, they would be, seriously, like, I know, within reason, but I think they would let it be known more than this. This is kind of like just feeling you out, just seeing, hey, what's going on? Instead of showing up at your door and being like, I was wrong. I have done this, this, and this to make it right. Will you please give me another chance? These are my intentions. I mean, who does that really? But honestly, if you love somebody and you're like, I've been an idiot, you're much more direct in your approach, perhaps. Okay. This right here and this is Capricorn. So again, you could be you could be thinking about them and they could be thinking about you, but maybe they're not ready to make all the improvements that should be in place to reunite. Okay, because that would suggest a healthy approach to balance. This is an unhealthy approach to balance, maybe not giving something up, maybe trying to fit everything in. Just saying, there's some stuff there. This needs to be vetted, okay? And that's going to depend on your personal situation. All right, oracle cards. Capricorn. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action, which would suggest this right here. This is a very optimistic energy. Can do, Cameron. Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Awesome. Be careful. I'm not saying you're unhealthy. This is the devil is Capricorn in the tarot deck. That. I don't know. I mean, it could be great sex. It could be that. Like things are about to get spicy. But I feel like it's so much more than that. I feel like we've got issues with control here. Capricorn. Breaking free. Again with the leap of faith. Breaking free, breaking out of basically not being controlled anymore. That might be something to consider. If control was an issue, which I think it was. Feels like it was. It keeps running in there, and I keep trying to push it back and be optimistic. But this is probably, if there is a reconciliation, it needs to be different now, because control will rear its ugly head again, and this is going to be you being like, I'm going to break out of here again. It could be that old patterns are broken. It could be that this is them trying to manage, but see, this is not being able to manage. This is control or unhealthy issues not being managed yet. Maybe they're thinking about you and they're like, I just can't quit this person. I just can't find balance with this person. I really need to be in control for this person, but I just keep focused on your dream. Again, seriously, this is all about the Queen of Wands energy. These are your thoughts. So maybe this is about you. I'll hear what you have to say because I want to hear that apology. But you're just like, yeah, okay, but I'm still doing what I want to do. And they're like, wait, what? And maybe they're speaking to the control issues. The fact that you're not getting back in the box, or that you're not letting things go back to the way they were. You've broken free. You're not getting back in there. You're not staying stationary. You're not doing what they tell you to do, because this is about control. And it could be that they're trustworthy, but this makes me feel like it's negative, that there's control issues and you're not going back there. You're going to, yeah, okay, I'll listen, but I'm still going to do what I have been doing or what I want to do. Just because you came back doesn't mean I stop everything and I go to this inert, stationary, beautiful porcelain doll state again. And this could be man or woman. There's a whole lot of person inside me and I need to bust out and break free, and I don't want the control issues. All right. Move. Get up and get active. Try gentle exercise such as yoga, tai chi, or Pilates. Okay, I read what it said, but to me, that in the deck, I left it in there. There's others that just don't apply, so I took them out. But what this means for this is about stay moving. It's either moving house, physically moving house, so that you can reunite or they can reunite. There could be a move involved for some of you. It could be them returning or you two discussing a move to try and make it work again. Could be that. But when it comes to this, do not stop your momentum. Okay, move, keep moving, stay moving forward. Don't stop everything just because this person came back. There's control issues here. There's expectancy. There's high expectations here. Okay. All right. So Capricorn, I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.